We came to see Dr. Northam talk about the opioid crisis in Virginia, and really just to shine a light on the issue. We actually have more opioid deaths in Virginia than deaths from motor vehicle accidents on our highways.
I thought it was a very appropriate talk, an important topic for us to be discussing. The governor is doing some great work.
This addiction problem starts with a prescription from someone like you or me. We need to think twice before we start someone on opioid.
You know, social issues like this are eminently tied with medicine. So I think it's really important that students understand that this is a major issue. It's an epidemic in our country, and it's something that we are going to have to work hard in the future to get a handle on.
You know, what we do as students learning now to become providers in the future can really make an impact on the people we treat. You know, we got to listen to some stories and some true you know, hardships that a few individuals have gone through with a crisis like this.
It's really changed my outlook on it, because all these years, and even being a drug task force officer, you're like, how can someone get addicted to this stuff? How can someone lose their job and lose their family? I never really understood that.
Well, I think our story is a powerful one that shows that you can come from any background and any home and become addicted. You know, prove that this is a disease, and it's progressive. I don't really think about it much more. You know, I have a whole lot to lose, and that overrides, you know, the want and the urge to use.
No one's alone. A lot of people are in similar situations and going through the same thing that you just don't hear about.
Until you're in that situation, until someone that you love, you see them go through it and how it changes them. Because, you know, Ryan being class president, a great athlete, youth attorney general, he was on top of the world in high school, just an all-American kid. And then when he went through this injury and got on the drugs, it totally changed him. He was not the same kid. You know, the quote that the governor put up about hope, he's right. You know, when people lose their hope, they just give up.
Whether someone is in for their initial evaluation or whether they're on their deathbed, don't ever take their hope away. There is always something you can do, whether you help them in the initial stage or whether you keep them comfortable in the final minutes, but hope is so important to our patients.
Glad that we can hopefully save one person's life, and I think we are making a difference out here.